everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica. On today's video we're going to be doing Shop My Stash. So I am going to be going through all the products that I used in my last Shop My Stash, which is 2 weeks ago. So if you're curious, I will leave a link down in the description bar below. I do this video every 2 weeks. This is only my second video, so bear with me. I'm still learning everything on how to do this the best way. I do have a lot of products that I have in my Shop My Stash on my face today, and I'm going to go through everything that I used and let you know my thoughts on it, and then we will dig into my collection and pull out new stuff for next time. So like I said, I'm doing this every 2 weeks. I just need 2 weeks to be able to use the products. I'm also doing a project pan, so I have used some of those products over the last couple of weeks. I'm not talking about those today because I do a monthly project pan update. So if you're curious, that video is going to be coming later this week for starting over for February. So we're giving you an update for February. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get into the products that I used in this week's Shop My Stash, or in this Shop My Stash. I have a whole lot of JOA beauty products that I used. These are some CoverGirl products that I'm checking out, but I had a whole lot of JOA beauty products that I used. I did a full day wear test on the Natural Finish foundation drop, but I did a full review of all of the products that I have here from JOA. That was actually posted last week, so if you're interested in it, I will leave a description down, or I will leave a link in the description down below so you can go and check out my full review of all of those products. I'm not going to touch on those today because I did a whole video on those. I'll just touch on the foundation because it was one of the 2 foundations that I had in my Shop My Stash this week. I like this foundation. My biggest thing that I found about this is that less is more. There's a lot of pigmentation in this, and I have to use maybe only 3/4 of the dropper for my entire face, and then I will sometimes go in with a little bit more just in like my cheek area and my nose where I get a little bit more like natural redness, just to cover that up. But literally, I mean, I'll show you the dropper on this. Like, that is a dropper. I need to literally use like 3/4 of it to do my entire face. There's a lot of pigmentation. A little bit of this goes a long way. This is this full ounce? 1.01 ounces. So this is a little bit more than an ounce. This will last for like ever. Unless this is, I mean, if this is the only foundation you have, obviously it won't, but for me, it will last like forever. So if you want to know what my thoughts on the rest of the JOA products, go back and watch that video. In this box here, I have it separated into multiple boxes. In this box here is all the products that I'm actually going to be getting rid of. So some of you guys told me that the original Gimme Brow was causing people to have eye irritation, and I had this little sample. This is in here. I'm not going to continue using it. I'm going to put it in my empties box, which I am saving my empties this year. I might do an empties either 6 months in or a whole year in. I don't know. It'll really depend on how many products I go through. I also have this little one here. This is from Benefit as well. It's the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. It was a sample. I have used it up. Like, no, I'm not getting anything off that anymore. It's just scratching the back of my hand. So I use this up. This will go in my empties as well. The rest of these are all mascaras. My Wet n Wild Lash Renegade, I do have a backup for this already. This is just old. Actually, all these mascaras are just old, which is why they're going. The rest, the Deuce one, this is old. When I wore it, it actually like made my eyes itch, so that's going away. Same thing with the Clinique Chubby Lash. This is in Bodacious Black Honey. When I wore this, it made my eyes itch. It didn't give me any irritation. It just made them a little bit more itchy than normal. And I don't know if it's the formula that I'm just disagreeing with, or if it's that it's an older product. I just don't know. The Rimmel Shake It Fresh, I didn't have any irritation or anything with this. It just doesn't really do much for my lashes. You know what I mean? So I have so many mascaras, I don't need to keep them if I don't like them. So this just really didn't do much for me. So that's why it's in here. And the Almay One Coat Mega Volume. Honestly, I'm getting rid of this solely because of the shape of the brush. It's weird. It's thicker at the end than at the center, and when I'm putting this on my lashes, I have a tendency to like hit my face with it because it's just so big. So that's the only reason why this is in here. I had no irritation or anything like that. So that is everything that I used up or I'm getting rid of that's going to be going in my empties box. All right. I'm going to quick talk about the products that I don't have on my face today, and then I'll go into the products that I have on my face. I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. I actually did a palette bingo with this a couple weeks ago. If you're interested in seeing more usage of this, go back and look at that. This palette's okay. Honestly, I struggle with this palette. Of all of my Anastasia palettes, I mean, I even have Subculture and Prism from last year, from 2017. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting it's 2019. This one is the one that I struggle with most, not because of the formula, but because of the shades in it. They're just so neutral, except for like the one pop of color in the shade Bloom. Everything else is so neutral. So if you like cool tone neutral palette or shades, you would love this palette. I use it. It's good quality. It's just difficult for me to come up with an eye look from this because I usually like to have like pinks or reds or purples, or just, I like a little bit more color on my lids, if that makes sense. So I won't get rid of this because the quality is really good, and like some of the shades are really beautiful. If you saw my palette bingo, I actually took the Cyborg shade and put it all over my lid, and it was absolutely gorgeous. So there's nothing wrong with this palette. It just doesn't inspire me to do a lot of different looks, if that makes sense. Okay, my Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. Honestly, this is the second little single that I had. The first single that I had that I pulled out that I had repressed, I tapped it ever so lightly with my brush, my highlighter brush, and it just like fell apart. So that one's in the garbage. Actually, I think I threw it in the garbage, not in my empties. I threw it in the garbage because it was just going to get everywhere. I had gotten a second sample of this because the first sample had come broken, and I contacted whoever, I think it might have been Allure. I'm not sure, but I contacted whoever it was and they sent me a replacement. So this I did not wear very much this month or the last couple of weeks because it's very, very gold and it's just a little bit dark for me. So I haven't given up on it yet, but I'm going to try to pull it out in the summer and see what I think. Let's see. Honestly, I didn't wear this at all. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Fair. The reason I didn't wear this at all is because of the shade of it, to be perfectly honest. It is super pink, and as the longer it sits on my skin, it does darken up. So if it looks really pink now, I'm actually going to leave it sit there, and I will show it to you in a second. It does continue to darken, and I don't really need that on my under eyes. So I didn't use it the whole last 2 weeks. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it in my Shop My Stash for the next 2 weeks, and if I'm still not using it, I'm probably going to declutter it. I'm going to try to use it again. Maybe I'm just being a little bit harsh. I actually, during the last 2 weeks, really fell in love, again, if you've already watched this video, sorry, with the Joa concealer. I'm going to put that right beside there. This one is the Joa one. It's definitely got a much more neutral undertone, and it's actually what I'm wearing today than the Maybelline one, the Instant Age Rewind. So I've actually been wearing this one from Joa the last 2 weeks, like almost all the time. It's either been the Joa one or the concealer that's in my Project Pan. But I think you can see that the Maybelline one has darkened up just in the last like minute that I've been talking. So that's my biggest problem with that concealer. I'm gonna leave it in my Shop My Stash, and I'm really gonna try to use it over the next 2 weeks, at least once with my foundations to make sure what my thoughts are. All right, I have one more product, and then I think the rest are all lip products. Yes. So I used this one here from Thrive Cosmetics. It is the Brilliant Eye Brightener in Stella. I like this. I like this a lot. I use it on my inner corner. I didn't use it today. I actually used some eyeshadow today, but I really enjoy this for the inner corner. It's just like a little swipe, and I'm done, and it looks fantastic. So I really like this a lot. The rest of these are all lip products. This is from Urban Decay. It's a cream in the shade Weirdo. I'm pretty sure I actually bought this one, and I'm not thrilled with it. I'm just not thrilled with it. I'm going to put it back in my collection. I'm going to try it again later. Maybe I'll like it. The shade is just not, it's not very flattering on me, to be honest. And I found that my lips are really dry right now, and it just has a tendency to like break up really, really quickly on my lips. And I don't know if it's just because they're so dry or if it's the product. The next item in here is from Trifle Cosmetics. This is Lip Parfait. It doesn't have a shade on it. I ran into a similar thing with this one, is that the shade just looks kind of different on me. It's very, very pale, and not that it's bad, but it's just very, very pale, and you know, I just, it's not my preferred shade. I did get this in a beauty box. I didn't actually buy this one. It's this one right here. It's a pretty shade, but just not on me. Now, one thing I didn't try is I didn't try to put like a lipstick on and then put that on top of it to kind of lighten it a little bit. I might want to try that in the future, but I'm not gonna actually keep any of these products in my Shop My Stash because I have so many products. I'm gonna be switching everything out. But it's a pretty shade. It's just, I need to try it over top of a darker shade because it just, I don't know, it just wasn't the best. I have my CYO lipstick and liner. I do like this product. I used it at least once in the last 2 weeks. I enjoy it. I enjoy this a lot. I'm only going to swatch the lipstick. They're the same shade. But I do enjoy this a lot. It looks pretty good on me. It's this one right here. It looks pretty good on me, and I enjoy the formula. I didn't use it a lot because I actually pulled out too many lip products, to be honest with you. This next Shop My Stash, I'm going to be pulling out fewer products. So there's that. Okay, so I have this one from Hank and Henry. This is the matte liquid lipstick in Petal Pusher. I like this. It's actually a comfortable liquid lipstick that I feel like. Now it does, after a little bit of time, it does start to feel drying, but it's a nice shade. I actually got a couple of compliments on this in a video. It's this shade right here. So yeah, it's not bad. It's comfortable. I have this one here from Kaylin in Honorable. I did use it and I ended up putting it back in the box. I don't know why. I'm weird about that, putting things back in box. I don't know. I thought that this is one that I had tried and was like super, super drying and I did not like it. But I tried it again and it wasn't bad. Like I was able to wear it for about like 3 or 4 hours before it really started feeling drying. So, and I'm putting it back in the box again. I don't know. It's this one right here. It's actually similar to the Hank and Henry. Not formula wise though. It's more liquidy than the Hank and Henry is, but it's this shade right here. But I will try. I will definitely use that again. It's not as bad as I remember it being, and it says it's waterproof, so maybe I'll bring it with me to the beach this summer. I don't know. This is the Flower Beauty Gloss in Plum Pansy. I enjoyed this a lot. I actually wrote myself a note about this because I enjoyed it so much. It's this one right here. It's super comfortable. I have really dry lips just in general, and I have found that even some glosses have a tendency to make my lips feel dry and parched. That one actually was really comfortable. So I would definitely recommend that if you can find it. I think I got that at Ulta. I might have actually bought that from Walmart, to be honest with you. Okay. I've got this lip pencil from Bodyography. Now, a couple of these products I actually pulled in after the fact, after I filmed the video because I was wanting something else. This is like I said, a lip pencil from Bodyography in Barely There. It's right there. I pulled this in. I can't remember why I pulled it in. I pulled it in to wear with one of the lipsticks. I might have pulled it in to wear it with a Hank and Henry. I'm not sure. Or maybe the flower. And then I have this lip pencil from Ulta Beauty in Bare. I really didn't use this one much at all just because it's not, it's more of like almost like a brown tone. It's this right here. And it didn't really go with any of the lipsticks that I wore. So I don't think I wore it once the whole 2 weeks that I tried these products. So lesson for next time, don't pull out as many, or lesson for today, actually, don't pull out as many lip products. All right, and then everything that I have on my face today is in this other box right here. I have the Norvina palette on my lids. Like I said before, I really like Anastasia's formula. I'm actually, this is from this palette. I have Bare as my, base as my base. Incense in the crease. I have Love all over the lid. I have Wild Child on the center to the outside. I have Dreamer on the very inner corner of my lid and on my inner corner, like truly like the first third of my lid and then the inner corner. And then I have Passion on the outer corner and on my under eye. I like this palette. You can do neutral looks. Like when you first look at this, you're like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of purple. But you can do neutral looks with this. Like you can, and like you can see my look is more of like a pinky red. This is more versatile than it looks on first look. You know what I mean? So let's go for the primers. I used both of these little primers. I'm going to use this. I'm going to leave this one here from Tarte. This is the Quench primer, hydrating primer, Rainforest of the Sea. I'm going to leave this in here only because I think I have one usage left for this. So this is staying in my Shop My Stash till next week. I think I said I was going to replace everything, but I'm actually going to keep that just because I'm going to use it up. This Peter Thomas Ross Skin to Die For, it's good. I have it on my nose right now. And actually I have it on my nose, around my mouth, and on my chin, and just a little tad on my forehead. Not too much, but it's a good primer. I've heard some other people on YouTube like rave about it. I feel like for my skin, some other primers work a little bit better for skin filling or pore filling than this one, but it's nice. Yeah. I'm not going to keep it in my project pan, but it's nice. I will definitely keep it and use it up at some point. The only mascara that made it past the cut is the Marc Jacobs one. This is the shade Noir. This is the Velvet Noir mascara. This is an older mascara. I've had it for longer than 3 months. I'll be perfectly honest, and I know I'm supposed to throw it out. I think this might say 6 months. I think this one says 6 months. It's just so tiny I can't see it. But it doesn't irritate my eyes. I have it on today. It works just fine. This is the one that I'm going to be keeping of the 5 that I pulled out. I might keep it in my Shop My Stash. We'll see. I don't know. Honestly, I went and pulled out my Benefit Roller Lash a couple of times during the last couple of weeks because that is my favorite. So I think I might pull that one in, keep my Marc Jacobs in, and maybe pull a third one in this week. I don't know. We'll see when I get there. The Benefit Gimme Brow Plus, I used it today. It's fine. It's not my favorite, but it's fine. The Eye Duty Triple Remedy Under Eye Depuffer, I used this today. I like this. We're going to fly through the rest of this now. My Makeup Geek gel eyeliner in Obsidian. This is what's on my waterline. This works really, really well for me on my waterline. I feel like it stays all day. It doesn't go away. I think it's really underrated. I don't hear anybody talking about Makeup Geek, like hardly at all on YouTube, and this is really good. Really, really good. So I would absolutely recommend that. I think Makeup Geek is actually coming into all Targets now. I heard that somewhere. It might be wrong. It might just be a rumor. I don't know, but I heard that they're expanding in Targets. They were just online. At least they weren't in my Target, but I've heard that that is expanding. So that's pretty cool. I'd love to get it in my Target and be able to buy it. So it's just a little bit more accessible for me. I have the Physicians Formula. This is the liquid eyeliner. It's called the Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum. It is on my upper lash line. It is very good. It works, especially for me. I do not have a steady hand. My hand has a tendency to jump, and my eyes jump. They just do. I'm a mess. But I can use that. It works well. On my brows today, because I ran out of the Gimme Brow or the Benefit one, I'm using the NYX Professional Micro Brow Pencil. I have this one in blonde. I think I might like it better in like light brown because this pulls very, very orange on my brows. Now what it does is it does warm my brows up. My natural hair color is very cool toned, I feel like. And it does warm it up, which is nice, but it's not bad. I am going to pull it out just because I have so many brow products that I want to try. So on my lips, I have the Buxom Lip Liner in Hush Hush. I think I pulled this in. I don't think this was originally in my Shop My Stash. I pulled this in because it is a perfect match for the Bare Minerals matte lipstick in Boss, and I really enjoy this lipstick. So this is kind of like the one that I've been reaching for most over the last couple of weeks, and this is a perfect match. So that's why I pulled that one in. On my face, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. I think I might leave this in as well. I'm really, really enjoying this as an under eye powder. Now I have it all over my face today because I didn't want to use the Joa setting powder. I did not want to use that. And I'm almost through with the powder that I was using in my project pan, and I figured I'd go ahead and use this today just because I had these products in front of me, not the project pan ones. I used the Prime and Fine contour shade today. This works pretty well for my skin tone. I'm still not the best at contouring, but it works well. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull that out because I have some other products that I want to use. And I use this Pretty Vulgar blush in Make Them Blush. This one I have to have a very, very light hand with because this is super pigmented, and if I don't have a light hand, I will have like pink cheeks. My highlighter is the Fenty Beauty. I love this highlighter. I really do. I use the lightning dust one most. That's what I have on my face today, lightning dust. If I want to amp it up, I will put fire crystal over top. But I do really enjoy the more subtle lightning dust. I will build it up though, so I have a really nice sheen. And then the foundation that I'm using today is the Wonder Beauty Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation. I like it. I actually like both of my foundations that I had on my Shop My Stash. So the next one I'm going to be using, I'm going to pull in 3 foundations because I'm kind of behind. I'm going to pull in the 3 that I've done foundation first impressions of the last couple of weeks. So you'll see those in a minute. All right, so that wraps up all the products that I had in my Shop My Stash from last time. And let's go ahead and get over to my drawers and pull out some new stuff. All right, everybody, it is time to shop my stash, and this is my dresser. I am going to say I am using my cell phone to film this. I usually use my much nicer camera. If you prefer me to use that camera, let me know, or if the cell phone works just fine, let me know that as well. Real quick before I get into the collection, I want to just say I still have all of my Project Pan items here. These are the items that I'm keeping from last week's makeup bag. The Charlotte Tilbury powder, the Marc Jacobs mascara, the Maybelline, is it L'Oreal? Yeah, Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, the Tarte primer, and then I also, these are the palettes that I've decided to pick out for this 2-week period. First off, I did get a request to try out my Juvia's Place palettes, so I do have the Nubian 2, and then I also have the Nubian Mini that I got in my Allure box, so I'm going to be using those 2 palettes. I also have these 2 from Maybelline that I pulled out because I wanted to make sure I pulled out a drugstore palette or 2 here. I have this one from Maybelline and Gigi Hadid, and then this one as well. I did get these both at TJ Maxx, so I think I paid like $4 for both. $4 each, I'm sorry. If I can get it open. There we are. So those are all mattes, and then that is that palette right there. And then I decided I'm also going to be using the Dose of Colors Friendcation palette, Desi X Katie. It doesn't look like that it has the colors on there, but I'm going to be using this one and the Snow Angels palette. So those are the eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to be using over the next 2 weeks. So let's go back over here and we'll go into this drawer right here. I already have a primer. I want to try this one. Let's pull this one out. This I picked up on recommendation from the Tayla, and I haven't used it before. So this is the Revlon Photo Ready Pore Reducing Primer. We're going to go ahead and put that in the box. I'm getting a reflection here off of my Laura Mercier powder. Actually, let's go ahead and pull that one out. This is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm going to pull that one out as another powder to use. I'll put that one back in there. I already have a eye primer in my Project Pan. Let's look over here in concealers. I'm going to pull in the Flower Beauty. I also have another concealer in my Project Pan as well, but I'm going to pull the Flower Beauty one in, and let's go ahead and pull the NARS one in too. That's probably way too many concealers, but that's fine. All right, the next drawer down here is eyeliners, brow products, and mascaras. Let's look at the mini mascaras that I have here. Bad Gal Bang is one of my ones that I really like. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. I'm gonna pull in my, these are my minis, and then I have the full-size ones underneath that are all open. These are all open. I'm gonna pull in my roller lash because I'm gonna end up pulling that in anyway. I think I want to pull in, I don't know, which one do I want to pull in? I'm gonna actually pull in these It Superhero minis because they tend to flake on me, so I'm gonna pull these in as possible ones to declutter. So that is actually 4 different mascaras, so we'll go with that. Like I said, they might get decluttered because they do flake on me. Eyeliners. What do I want to do? These are the pencil eyeliners. Let's see. I think I actually don't have a black Marc Jacobs, which is crazy. I have like 5 colors, but no black one. Let's go with, I don't wear a lot of eyeliner, but all right, let's go with this one from Clinique. This is the Intense Black Honey. I actually just got rid of that mascara, so let's pull this one in. Let's look at the liquid liners. I think what I want to pull in from here is my Kat Von D one, because that's a little older, so I want to make sure that that's not bad. So let's go ahead and pull that one in. Okay, we'll put that back. All right, and then brow products are back here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one in. It might be too dark, but I'm gonna pull that one in, and let's see, what else do we want to use? I'm gonna pull in this Mally one. This is the first product I purchased for brows, and it is a pomade and a powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that one in and give that a try. Okay, this next drawer is face products. So let's see what I want to pull in. What is this one? Is this the light bronzer? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull in my butter bronzer. And then let's see. I'm gonna pull in my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil as well. So I've got 2 bronzers, that's fine. Let's see. Hello, there I am. Let's see about the blushes. I think I'm gonna pull this one in. This is my Becca in Moonchild, I think. Flower Child. This is not a matte one, hold on. This actually has a little bit of shimmer in it, so I'm gonna give that a try this time around. And then for highlighters, I'm gonna go ahead and pull in my butter highlighter, and let's go with this one from Pixie. I like this one as well. Okay. This next drawer is foundations, but I'm going to show you the foundations I'm going to use here in a second. I'm going to come back to the top of the dresser over here. This is liquid lipsticks and glosses. I think what I'm going to do is pull in, let's see. I'm going to pull in this gloss from Catrice. And let's go with this Dose of Colors. This is Messy Bun, I think. Yeah, let's pull that one in. And then lipsticks. I think I'm going to pull in one of my Jeffree Star ones. This one is Gemini. Let's go with that one for now. I might pull a different one in later, but let's go with that. All right. The next drawer is also lipsticks. This is the Bullet lipsticks, lip liners, and lip crayons, and then some kits that I have over here. I actually picked these 2 up from Ulta a couple weeks ago. They were on like super discount for like $2.50 each. These are the L'Oreal Color Riche, and I got it in a deep red and then like a pink. So I'm gonna pull these 2 in and give these a try. And I think I'm going to stop there. I might come back later in the week to get a lip liner, but I'm going to stop there because that gives me 2 glosses, a liquid lipstick, and then 2 bullet lipsticks. We're going to stop there with lips. Next drawer. This one is eyeshadows, so I'm not going to get into that one. This drawer is... Oh, this is my backup drawer, so we're done. All right, okay, so here are the products, my eyeshadow palettes, and then I just dumped everything else in here. I'm going to organize that in a minute, and then my Project Pan products, and then I'm going to actually pull in 3 foundations: the Revlon Photo Ready Candid, the Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating, and the Benefit Hello Happy. Those are the 3 foundations that I tried in the last few weeks for my foundation reviews. And one more thing I almost forgot about is my setting sprays. All right, so here are my setting sprays. I also have lashes. If you guys would like me to start using some of my lashes, I can do that as well. But these are my setting sprays. I got this little 3-piece kit from MAC. I have this that I haven't tried yet. So I think I'm gonna pull this one in. And where's the one I wanted to use? I wanted to use the Milani Make It Last. That's actually almost gone. So I'm gonna pull that in. I think I'm gonna pull in this MAC Fix Plus as well. So I'm gonna pull in these 3 setting sprays, probably overkill, but that's fine. This is where my Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist is. I wear this a lot. I don't have it in my everyday makeup drawer or my, you know, whatever, my box, but I do pull that out often. But I'm gonna pull in these 3 setting sprays. And that is where we're at. Hold on. Okay, so this is going to be my makeup bag. I just realized when I organized this a little bit that I did not bring in an eyebrow pencil. So I'm going to bring in this Brow Power. This is just Universal Taupe shade. So I'm going to drop that in there as well. So this is going to be my makeup bag for the next 2 weeks, including my Project Pan items over here as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. If you haven't already, please hit that red subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the little bell to notify you when I do upload new videos. And if you have any comments, let me know those in the comment section down below as well. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail.